Welcome, folks. This is Dan Havey and John Wren, and we're here today to talk about simplifying your call reporting using BI 360. BI 360, a real quick overview, is it starts with a data warehouse right there in the center, and it can collect data from virtually any data source. It's data agnostic. BI 360 has its own reporting and budgeting and dashboard pieces that all interact directly with that data warehouse. Today, John's going to walk us through data coming from your core data into the data warehouse, loans, deposits. He's got a data model he's built in the data warehouse, and then he's going to show the reporting functionality of BI 360 and how to drag and drop those fields into your report to automate your call report. I'm going to walk you through the web portal experience really quickly, show you a little bit about the Excel piece, how do we render reports, and then John's going to walk us through the Form 5300. He's going to take us through the Excel model, review the data model, the data warehouse, how to submit that final XML file, and then bring us back to the web portal. So here I am at the web portal, and the analogy I like to use is iTunes. My iTunes library has about 1,000 songs, and I'm driving down the road on a Saturday afternoon, and I'm looking for my favorite Beatles song. And so I'm flipping through the 1,000 songs with my thumb, running through red lights, and of course I'm not going to do that. I organize my songs into playlists. Well, that's exactly what we're doing with our web portal. We're going to take all those reports that your accountants are building, your credit analysts, your marketing folks that are tracking customer activities. They're going to publish all those reports or tunes, if you will, out to the library. And then we're going to organize all those reports into playlists or report folders. The way you can view them, obviously, is in a list, another type of list, or the cover flow. I'll just go to branch performance, and I'll just pick on balance scorecard as an example. So I'm going to grab my South Hills branch. And you can see I'm pulling data from multiple places. I'm pulling loan measures, deposit measures, profitability measures. So that's an example of one in the portal. I'll pull up another one. Let's say it's deposit production. Notice the report, the wrapper, the look and feel is Excel, because the authoring of these templates are in Excel and you publish to the web portal. Whether you're in Excel or whether you're in the portal, every one of these cells are drillable. So here I am in Excel, and I'm going to go ahead and build something real quick and dirty from scratch. So I'm going to go ahead and do a new on the current spreadsheet. And you'll notice once I log in and authenticate myself based on my user ID, I'm going to be presented with all the tables from the data warehouse. I'm just going to build a real quick and dirty report for my general ledger. And so here you got my account numbers, my descriptions, my January through June of 2016, and these are all my balances. Every field, again, just like on the web portal, is fully drillable. I'm drilling into my general ledger trial, and these are all the cash accounts. Once I'm happy with the format, the template, then I'll just go ahead and upload that report back to the web portal. And now folks that are using the web portal to review reports, drill down, look at their own performance, customer performance, have access to that report. So that's a real quick rundown of the BI 360 architecture, the web portal, the end user experience, and how to build some reports. So now we're going to transition over to John, and John's going to work with the 5300 model that he has built. So John, I'm going to go ahead and make you the presenter.
I'm going to show you right now is actually the current call report. To begin with, this is a 27-page report. The whole thing loaded in 26 seconds. It's about a second per page. I'll take that. This is, in a nutshell, everything that they know and have to turn in on a quarterly basis. Everything about it is exactly as the NCUA requires them to have it filled out. We couple this with a whole series of control reports, audit reports. And so when they see this, they recognize, well, that's not what page 6 used to be. Page 6 used to be miscellaneous. That's moved to 7, and so on and so on. So this goes through all schedules, the whole thing. What we're doing is basically resting on the data warehouse. So let me show you a little bit of what we do here. We have, in addition to all of the NCUA codes, we define all of the account categories, and we also map in everything from the NCUA. But we also turn financial expressions into KPIs all the time. So we generate KPIs out of the information that we gather. This is a great example here. Number of total loans and leases. This is sum of line 15 through whatever, okay? So that is the number of all loans outstanding. N993, N994, 994A, 963A, okay? So as I go to page 2, that is 025A, okay? That is the total number of loans and leases. It is a summary of multiple other things. Not only are we defining what that item is in terms of a data type, we know what rolls up to it, and I could look at any of those other items that roll into it, and I can get that answer. Its first cousin by marriage is the total dollar amount, okay? Same thing. It's got all these things that roll up to it. What is that number? How is it mapped? It's the same exact concept. Right next to it, that's the total dollar amount. Now, when we look at total amount of loans and leases, this is the sum of items 15 to 22 on that page. This is actually the description from the page. I look at the mapping, and it tells me these are the NCUA codes, okay? I got 396, 397, 397A. 396, amount of unsecured credit card loans. Now, this tells me what I'm doing here is actually a series of GL accounts. So that is 707-150, 707, all right, 707-150, boom. It's a credit card, unsecured loan.
And there you go. So those should be those same accounts that you had mapped earlier. And there they are. There's the 6 accounts that map. So that's what you're doing, or you bring to the table, is you look at the general ledger, you look at the loan master, the deposit master, and you come up with all the account categories that they'll map specifically onto the call report. All right, so you've walked us through the Excel call report. You've given us a little bit of insight onto the mapping. You've gone into the data model and reviewed the data model, and you showed me, you traced it back to the source data, the general ledger. Let's go back now to Excel and say, okay, I'm convinced you can automate the report. I still have to file this stuff. So walk me through that process of, now the report's filled out, how do I file the XML document?
Absolutely. So a couple of things that you can do. We add one additional page to the actual call report generation that we do, and that is a quick audit report to let you know where stuff came from, what is it, the amount, the balance. These are all useful things to have, but the most useful part of this is actually in column I, where we have the ability to just select column I, copy, pull into a text document, save it as, NCUA submission for this period .xml, and you've got the file that you need to upload. So the report's done, everything has been checked out. You now want to pass this around to the chief lending officer, the collections manager, CFO. So what we would typically do from there is upload the report, and we'd actually then have the ability to go into the web portal, which we talked about before, and have that report right here. And there it is. And they're able, just as they were in Excel, to go right down the line and see every page and be able to say, okay, yeah, those are the numbers we're reporting. Everything looks good. Now go ahead and do your submission.
That's fantastic, John. I really appreciate it. So that brings us back to the web portal where we started. The end user experience with BI 360. You can have unlimited number of reports out there. John walked us through using BI 360 with call report as the use case. Hope you found this video useful. Give us your thoughts and comments, and we look forward to hearing from you again.